In the last video that I recorded, I spoke about how I didn't like salesmanship so deeply intertwined with spirituality or people who claim to have the answers. Uh, so, what comes to mind next is it's not so much selling oneself, it is the manner in which, if somehow you do not decide to go with whatever someone is selling, that your life is horrible or will be horrible or already is horrible and they are the cure. It is the manner in which salesmanship is conducted most of the time these days. There is some form of invalidation or this sort of vibe as if there it's just kind of like a do or die scenario where you either are a fool or you purchase this thing because it'll complete your life somehow. It's that sales technique is used both in uh, spiritual people marketing spiritual things, but also just it's a salesmanship approach in general that is not true, and it also is all about deteriorating someone's confidence to kind of give in to what they're selling. It's not good. So the other thought was, the primary one was, you can't really, something I've said before, you can't really veto something, or you can't really naysay something without saying what the solution is, or what something balanced is. Maybe there's no problem, maybe it's not a solution. So what came to mind was, you'll hear me talking about harmony a lot. The etymology of harmony means to fit together, the oldest origin definition of the word that Etymon Line has. To fit together. So what I see with our current world is we've got a lot of different people with different pieces that want to come together, but unfortunately no one agrees on, well, I shouldn't say no one. A lot of people disagree and are in sort of a fight with each other, as if within this hierarchical mindset where they have to be the best, which means whether they want to accept this or not, by being the best, you are agreeing somehow to, often you're agreeing somehow to demean others. So let me focus on the harmony thing. The harmony thing, to fit together, I think we all have beautiful perspectives. We all have pieces of each other and ourselves. And in fitting together knowledge, emotion, resources, spiritual experiences, we might find everything we're looking for within each other once we stopped invalidating each other with hierarchical structures. Uh, yeah, I believe that the creator is something inside and outside of us. We are the creator, but also semi multiple semi creators, but we are also not the creator. And that the creator infused in us their creative power. So it is both inside us and outside of us. I see each being in this world like we're different cells of a body. Some of these cells choose to be viruses. Others look to find the cells in the body that make it do its purpose most efficiently and focuses only on that, so that their whole body thrives. And so I believe in us rejecting other people outside of us. We are rejecting parts of our body. Of course, I don't think there's anything wrong with rejecting programming that causes a cell to behave like a virus. And it's not necessarily rejection, it's just protection. So this is why I feel if you are rejecting people outside of you, you are rejecting a emotion or aspect of personality of your own being. The same things that you do outside of you also happen inside of you. I believe that about spells and magic. Whenever you cast a spell outside of yourself, you also cast a spell within, and vice versa. So, in other words, I believe it is probably most likely that all different camps, we're talking about magic or light workers, goths, punks, uh, monotheism and paganism, then like Buddhism, India, like all of these different schools of thought, if we were to somehow merge them together, set aside our differences, or even better, discussed our differences in a light in order to uh, advance spiritual knowledge, to piece it all back together, we would be doing a lot better than focusing our world in a hierarchical structure. I don't really believe in leaders right now. No leaders, no. I want, in order for everyone to truly be equal, we need to treat each other as if we are that. It's not necessarily that equality is the goal. I do believe that just any form of invalidation, both inside and outside of you, stops you from building up vibrational frequency. My thoughts about why harmony is so important has a lot to do with when you cut down an aspect of yourself, whether it's inside or outside of you, there's no way to actually build up vibrational frequency. So if you invalidate, say you like, I got to the next level of awareness, and then you invalidate a level of your previous awareness, like, that's like grade school stuff, you're actually lowering yourself back down again to the step. And I don't see it more like a tower or a mountain that you climb. I see it more like a dimensional shape that expands in size and changes shape based on the intention. Because going up or getting to the top isn't necessarily where we want to go. We're all on this planet. This idea that the heavens are pure and Earth is hell somehow. You can see how in hierarchy they talk about ascension or getting higher than we are when we're still going to be on this planet. And our planet, whatever object it actually is, because there's a lot of debate over that, right? Well, not a lot, but there is debate about it. Whatever shape our planet is, there is no up or down when you look at space from a further point of view lens, from a galaxy lens. And up and down doesn't necessarily mean good or bad. It completely redefines this whole idea of hierarchy being higher than hierarchy. I've had weird realizations about hierarchy too. The word, when you say you're hired, someone says you're hired, that's hierarchy. You're now valuable because I said so, because you're my slave and you were nothing without me. And that is one of the problems I have with salesmanship energy, is it teaches you to invalidate yourself and invalidate those around you, unless you become this other thing, which is actually diminishing your harmony, your overall size and scope. So it turns this dimensional object to a tower or align, left or right politics, where you can only exist on this line, and it's like a tug of war. Um, so let's end this on a good note. Harmony. Let's truly listen to each other and not assume we know what other people are saying. A lot of times when we use language, we may say the same word but mean different things. And this is why I study etymologies, because I've noticed a huge difference with people's actions and what they're saying. And you can see it right in the etymology of words. And people many times interpret words completely incorrectly, or they do it based on their intentions, which are totally different than other people's intentions. Let's listen to each other. Let's hold space for each other. Let's listen just as much as we want to talk. When you become a person who talks more than listening, you're more of an invader. You have a leaning towards invading other people's energy because you're not even holding enough space to listen to yourself. Should you not listen to others as well? Anyway, these are just, I don't mean to talk at you like you need to know this. It's, when I say you, I mean everyone. You, me, everyone. I am no exception. I also need to learn to become a better listener. Well, that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. May your harmony be plentiful and peaceful today.